Hello, what culture? Welcome to Smackdown Ups and Downs, and can you believe it? We're only a few days away from WrestleMania 34, and as I said on Raw Ups and Downs, a lot of people are saying this on paper is the greatest WrestleMania card we've had in years. And don't forget, if you didn't watch SmackDown, and if you did watch SmackDown, if you've never subscribed to the WWE Network before, maybe you have and you've got some kind of deal, WrestleMania is free. They told us that about 72,000 times last night. So if you don't want to pay for WrestleMania, the biggest wrestling show in the world, you don't have to. And that certainly makes loads of sense. But forget all of that, because only one thing matters now, and that is SmackDown, the go-home show for WrestleMania 34. Was it good? Was it bad? Does it deserve some ups? Or does it deserve some downs? Only one way to find out. Let's up those downs. Well, I don't know how he's going to do it, but Shane McMahon, even after being hospitalized last week, was at SmackDown, and he is going to be in the tag team match, but that's awesome, because I do want to see that fight, so it's getting up. And that is what kicked off the show as well. Bryan came out and he sung Shane McMahon praises, and then Shane McMahon came out and he sung Bryan's praises, and they basically put all of their hoopla and problems in the past behind them and said they're going to come together to try and beat Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at the pay-per-view on Sunday and vanquish them from the WWE forever. They even hugged at one point as a nod back to Team Hell No from all those years ago, and this was great. And I tell you what, I'm actually very excited, as I said, to see how this is going to go down, because you can't keep Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn fired. So does Shane McMahon turn heel? Even though it would make no sense. Does Bryan turn heel? Which would make no sense either, because he's the most over man ever. That's a good point. I don't know. I'm intrigued. And that's what wrestling's all about. I also genuinely love how over Bryan is. People go crazy as soon as he comes out. So refreshing. So refreshing to see in 2018. Thank everything that Bryan is back properly. Now, our first match of the evening was Charlotte versus Natalya. All right, isn't it? Not only did Charlotte get her win back after she'd lost to Natty a couple of weeks ago, but we also got a Money in the Bank cash-in attempt here by Carmella. But Charlotte vanquished that, so we didn't see it. But it gives you the tease of is she going to try again on Sunday? And is that going to ruin the big WWE Smackdown's Women's title match? Or is it not going to feature? You don't know. Now, if WWE was going to do that, I think maybe it would have been better for Carmella just to vanish, out of sight, out of mind. But whatever, at least this adds like some seeds to the story. Then Asuka came out to have a face-to-face against Charlotte so we could build to that match. And yeah, this was fine. It was all right. It ticked all the boxes. And I kind of, in a small way, think maybe Asuka versus Charlotte could be one of the best matches we see at WrestleMania 34 if they're given enough time and they're allowed to do whatever it is that they want to do. But yeah, solid stuff. In the past, there hasn't been solid stuff, so I'm happy that now we've got solid stuff. Interview with AJ Styles next. He bigged up his match with Nakamura, said he was going to win, said, it's about emotions, he's an emotional guy, but he's not going to let his emotions get the better of him. Mentioned the Tokyo Dome, which was cool. It's getting up. Then Rusev beat Jinder Mahal. Getting an up to. This was all here just so that everybody involved in the US title feud had something to do, and before the match we had Sunil Singh singing to take the mick out of Aiden English, and then Aiden English responded with a song rap of his own. It was all fun and games. It was all a bit of a laugh. But I don't care about any of that, because at least here Rusev actually won. He booted Jinder Mahal in the face with his match kick, and he got the 1-2-3. I can't even remember the last time that happened. It's felt like years. Now, it does worry me, because now I'm thinking at WrestleMania 34, Rusev is going to take the loss. But you know what? I don't care. At one point, he's meant to be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Now he's here because of good merchandise sales. I'll take it. Afterwards, it was mostly about Randy Orton giving RKOs to everyone. He gave one to Rusev, and he gave one to Aiden English. And then him and Bob Roode had a little stare-off, because it's the four-way on Sunday, and somebody's got to stare the other person down. Also, thank goodness we did add Rusev to this, because if you took him away, I still wouldn't care. Wouldn't care at all, but he is there, so I care a little bit more than I did, and I'm going to keep everything crossed that somehow, the Bulgarian brute wins the US Championship. Probably won't. Similar interview with Nakamura was next, and it was like the AJ Styles one, although Nakamura was doing it as himself, obviously, because he is Shinsuke Nakamura, and it's his interview. It was the same shtick. It was fine. Gets the same up. It's the first down of the evening, though, because for the first time in weeks, WWE dropped the ball with all the tag team stuff. It's down. The real problem was, while this could have been a good talking segment where the New Day and the Usos bigged up their match against the Bludgeon Brothers at WrestleMania 34, all they really did was tell us that, yes, again, if you're not a WWE Network subscriber, you can get WrestleMania for free. And I get that, but if we're trying to build matches, let's not build in stupid promotions. Eventually, the Bludgeon Brothers turned up and Luke Harper smashed one of the cameras with his big hammer to end the segment. But again, this fell flat, so we didn't really focus on the tag team titles, and we did indeed focus on the WWE Network. And we could have done that anywhere else on the show. There was one funny bit, though, because Big E pulled a tablet out of his pants. And it was another down after this because we got an 8-man tag team match to try and pimp up the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and it just featured a load of clowns. down. Even Primo Cologne was in this for some reason, even though we haven't seen him on TV in what feels like about a year, and all I know is that Baron Corbin eventually pinned Fandango after the end of days. Honestly though, WWE clearly doesn't care about this match, hence why they just throw everybody into it. So why should I? If you don't care, WWE, how are you going to make me care? And yeah, it's really nice that we want to get everybody onto the WrestleMania 34 card so they get a payday. But as a fan, as a man trying to invest himself in something I'm seeing on television, this always falls flat. We then, however, had an awesome segment with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This is probably the biggest up of the whole show. They basically invaded Smackdown and cut an amazing promo on the fact that they were going to beat Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan and teach them both a lesson. Eventually those two came out as well to counter that, but it wasn't the point. The delivery and the sheer tension, the atmosphere here was phenomenal, and I tell you, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are wonderful. And again, I have no idea which way this is going to go on Sunday, hence why I think it's the best thing that Smackdown is going to do, and it's got the added caveat that it's the first time we'll see Daniel Bryan properly fight in a wrestling ring from about 3 years. I mean, what is there not to like here? Admittedly, you could argue that the fact Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were allowed to cut a big promo on SmackDown means how they even fired. This is supposed to be against the law, but no one stopped them. But let's not worry about that, because wrestling isn't real. And then it was the main event. Getting up. It was a bit weird because it was indeed AJ Styles and Nakamura going against Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. That's just an odd pairing. However, all those four men are amazing wrestlers, and therefore they had an amazing wrestling match. The finish did come after AJ smashed Gable with the phenomenal forearm, then he was celebrating with his title. As he was doing that, Benjamin and Gable attacked Nakamura, but thankfully, Shinsuke was able to fend them off. However, in the fracas, AJ Styles went to give Nakamura the phenomenal forearm, then he stopped, he pulled back much as Nakamura done last week, tapped Shinsuke on the head. Nakamura was both enraged and amused by this, and that, my friends, is how you build for your big WWE title match at WrestleMania. Nice work, WWE. You went off the air and I was like, you know what? I gotta watch that damn show, otherwise I'm probably gonna miss out. And that was it. We're done. It's all over. The road to WrestleMania has come to an end. Now we know all the matches and we have all the builds. And I'll tell you this, I thought SmackDown did a good job. I think Raw did a good job. And yeah, I think WrestleMania 34 probably is going to be one of the best WrestleManias we've had for ages. Later on in the week, I'm going to be back with my predictions. Isn't that exciting? I know I'm excited. You should be too. Now don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you thought about last night's SmackDown. Like, share and subscribe. Head over to whatculture.com and read articles about SmackDown, and then go tweet WhatCulture or WhatCulture WWE about SmackDown. You can say whatever you want. Twitter doesn't have any filters. My name is Simon from What Culture. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon for more WrestleMania content. Isn't it exciting?
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe below, and if you're looking for more content like this, then try a few things that are floating about around my ears. Might be fun. I can't promise it though, but it might be.